We got a high quality 3v3 here on Whitefire. Tagrock loves TA music, and so do I. It's got Cybern here. You can see a lot of wreckage here. And Whitefire on 3603. Because now we have shipwrecks. There's actually even more shipwrecks all over the place on this map, so a lot of mass to begin with. And on Tagrock's team, you got his Yev Zlaw, Raging Squirrel, Zayon, taking on some really good players. Here we have Lushan, Armageddon, and Curry Smuggler. We see a very early bomber, T1 bomber, coming in from Curry Smuggler. It's gonna go after Rock. See that first bomb. Looks like one after these P-gens. See factory attack move from Rock. There goes one NG. Actually 2 NGs killed now. So a successful bomber. 3 NGs. You can see the Cybern has some help from Zlaw. Takes out that bomber. Of course, Auroras on this map are very good. We see Raging protecting his ally, as well as sending his Aurora to take out NGs. Looks like this NG will avoid. It'd be nice to see a radar. So Aeon has a really nice floating T1 radar. This Aurora will still be a big nuisance. An attempt to reclaim it is not successful. We see actually a bomber coming in from Rock, but he will run into a bunch of. There's a very well dropped bomb here. Gets taken out very quickly by interceptors. See a lot of Navy already at minute 4 from both Armageddon and Lushan, Cybern and Seraphim, and the only Navy on this team we see from Zlaw is UEF. An Aurora Force coming in from Raging Squirrel. Nice to see a radar coming in with it. Kills an upgrading mass extractor, and we have a surface submarine that drops down as soon as it gets shot. And then this frigate, the Seraphim frigate, will be able to kill off these Auroras. In theory. See 8 kills for the frigate. And another Aurora Force coming in, as well as some frigates from Zlaw. See Curry Smuggler also sending in some Auroras. And now Raging will respawn. So it's pretty much early on, just an Aurora fight. But it looks like the Navy will come out. We actually see T2 Navy and a half build destroyer at Merit 6 from Lushan. So really a T2 naval rush from Lushan here. If we look at Rock, he's just upgrading his factory to T2. And now we see the Aurora is going to start causing damage against Raging's base. Nice to see frigates and Auroras. Raging will respond by sending in his ACU. These Auroras can make it all the way to the NGs at Tagrock's base. Nice to see Rock actually getting a T2 NG before he starts building submarines. Submarines, these are stealthy, but they will not be a good match against the destroyer. I see Aurora and Aurora fight with some frigates helping out. These frigates are very effective. See wreckage underwater. With a submarine killer coming in, is going to take care of these frigates. See T2. Couple frigates from Rock and a T2 sub, and now this destroyer from Lushan is already in business, getting 6 kills. Really early naval domination. All these are excellent amphibious tanks from UEF. The Riptide, the best amphibious tank in the game. You can see how effective it is against Navy, but really outnumbered. Amazing to watch the Riptides actually send these back. And now we see 2 T2 naval ships, cruiser and destroyer. It'd be nice to see a stealth. Okay, there it is, a stealth boat. Perfect combination from Cybern. We see a UEF destroyer This unit has a 60 range versus 80 on both of the Cybern units, so the UF destroyer is quite vulnerable. It does have a little more health. Obviously, actually Zlo walking underwater could be dangerous for him. We should see some help. You see a cruiser from Rock, and it will become a stalemate. So that early rush from Lushan doesn't seem like it paid off too much. If we look at what Raging is doing, looks like a T2 Air Factory is going to get some swift wins, but a lot of T1 air from Curry. And now we see the Navy coming in from Lushan. This stealth boat is very vulnerable here. This UEF destroyer is just basically getting shot in an Aeon destroyer as well. Excellent torpedoes on this destroyer. So now we actually see two destroyers. This UEF basically hasn't really shot much. It's been outranged. Actually, three different kinds of T2 destroyers. You got Cybern, Seraphim, and Aeon. Obviously the micro from Rock. One thing to note about Cybern, they do not shoot backwards, so running away like this does not work as kiting. You want to go sideways. So you can see Rock's Navy really didn't cause any damage, so basically got killed. Now we see a destroyer from Aeon, and Rock, an excellent upgrade on the Cybern ACU is the torpedo launcher. We see some torpedo bombers from Raging. And now it looks like the naval battle is tipping toward the top team here. You see Zlo is in trouble, 2v1 here. And Rock really needs to spam a lot of destroyers. Of course, maybe Rock's ACU can cause a little damage. Perfect combination, 3 destroyers, a cruiser, and stealth. So Raging here coming in with his tor bombers, saving Zlo. You can see this battle is a pretty big mess, but really an advantage toward Lushan, Armageddon, and Curry Smuggler. Now we see Rock actually running back. He's making some missile defense. We might see the Seraphim cruisers here. And Zlo actually gets taken out. But he gives to Rock before. Of course, their sharing is not allowed. Now Rock's gonna run away himself. It's a bad situation for a commander. So it looks like after a little while the T2 naval rush from Lushan was enough to tip the game his way. We can see the Aeon destroyer shooting water. Not a good unit if you want a micro. Raging and Rock 2v3 now. A lot of firepower. Looks like these cruisers have been switched to. Nope, they're still shooting air. They can be switched to shoot ground, very effective against shields. And Rock now says should have gone faster. T2C. That does seem to be the case here. Raging going really low on health. See him trying to dance. Dancing quite well. Very difficult to dance against Seraphim though. So there goes Raging. We're gonna see all of Raging's old base disappear. Now we just see the destroyers from Rock going on land. Not a good situation. Now it appears that Rock has left the game. Well, said good game. So very well played by Lushan and his team. Nice T2 naval rush.